Hello, this is Mr. Aarons, and we're going to look at tonight problems 20 and 28 on page 943. And this is from our day working with inverses of matrices. Number 20, we can see it wants us to find the inverse of the matrix or show that it has no inverse because the determinant is 0. So, number 20 looks like we have 0.2, negative 0.3, negative 0.4, and 1.1. Now whenever we go ahead and we find an inverse, say we call this matrix A, the matrix A inverse will be 1 over the determinant of this matrix, and then we will change A and D into location. And change the signs of these two. So that's now instead of negative 0.3, positive 0.3, instead of negative 0.4, 0.4. Now to find the determinant, we do A times D, which here will give us 0.222, and then we'll subtract B times C, which in this case is 0.12. That will give us, that's us finding the determinant of A. So the determinant of A equals 0.1. Now, so we have 1 over 0.1, which I know this is the same as 1 divided by 1/10. So I see right now this is a fraction, so lose that. Which you should see 1 divided by this fraction, we multiply with the reciprocal, which really is 10, times 1.1, 0.3, 0.4, 0.2. And in order to make sure we have the right inverse, we go ahead and multiply it in. Actually, we multiply it in, so we have 11, 3, 4, 2. Now if we want to make sure that A is the inverse, or A inverse is A's inverse, what we'll have to do is we'll have to double check by multiplying them out. So here we go ahead, 11, 3, 4, 2, and we multiply it by, let's see, what was that matrix again? Oh, 0.2, negative 0.3, negative 0.4, 1.1. So 11 times 0.2 is 2.2, and then row 1 times column 1, 3 times negative 0.4 is minus 1.2. Well, this is a pretty good sign, because if it is an inverse, we want to multiply to be the identity matrix, and this here is 1. That's good. Now we want the next one here to be 0, because we want 1, 0, 0, 1. If it is the identity matrix, which would make these inverses of each other. So we go row 1, column 2, 11 times negative 0.3, negative 3.3. And then we have 3 times 1.1, which is plus 3.3. Looks good so far. Let's keep it going. 4 times 0.2 is 0.8. 2 times negative 0.4 is negative 0.8. And then over here, when we go row 2, column 2, we have 4 times negative 0.3 is negative 1.2. And then 2 times 1.1 is plus 2.2. So we have, for a fact, the inverse of A. And we also said we'd do number 28. So solve the system by writing in a matrix form, multiplying each member by the inverse of the coefficient matrix. So we have 8x plus 3y equals 41, 6x plus 5y equals 39. So we write the coefficients in a matrix at first. I see 8, 3, 6, 5. And we know that this matrix times the xy matrix will give us that 41, 39. It's really important to understand how this really works. This is 8 times x plus 3 times y equals 41. And 6 times x plus 5 times y equals 39 is the way this is set up. Now if you want to solve for x and y, you can go ahead and use the inverse. This is A, this is B. You can go ahead and you can plug A into your calculator. And in order to remove it, you multiply by A inverse in the front of both sides of the equation. Now, the reason why you want to multiply A inverse in the front of both sides of the equation is, well, this is a 2 by 2 and this is a 2 by 1, otherwise they wouldn't be able to multiply. So, what you want to go do is plug A into your calculator and plug B into your calculator, and you'll find that x, y should be A inverse B. Now, you can simply use the matrix, take the name A in your calculator, and put the inverse button. And I don't have a calculator with me, but it's going to be on the left-hand side of your calculator, and it'll be a -1 power. And then multiply by your matrix B. Let's see here. I'm not positive what the answer is on that. I know if we were to solve it by hand, which you are capable of doing as well, we'd probably get, let's see here, 8x plus 3y equals 41, 6x plus 4y equals 39. Let's see here, let's multiply the top by -4, -32x minus 12y equals -164. And then we'll multiply the bottom equation by 3, 18x plus 12y equals 117. So we have -14x equals 47. Well, you guys are going to go ahead and get some fractional answers in this situation, which is probably a good thing that you have a calculator on it. It'll make a huge difference for you.